Well, it's a sight to see in Florence, a field of flags placed in honor of those people who have fought to protect the nation. It's the first annual Field of Honor sponsored by the Northampton Lodge of Elks, and the flags will be on display through July 13th. Carolee McGrath takes us there.
It's so deeply personal and meaningful. What we allow folks to do for their loved ones is to express their thoughts.
With great care, Don RIPPETOE goes row by row, placing tags on American flags in honor of those who put everything on the line.
Whatever it is that they might have to say. In and of itself, that's powerful. So like, as an example here, Elizabeth Olivier Reynolds, Lieutenant, United States Army, World War II, Normandy, France, passed. Sponsor is her daughter, Marie Elizabeth Reynolds. This is in honor of my mother. Lieutenant Elizabeth Olivier Reynolds, Army nurse, Normandy, France. She lived in a big tent in a cow pasture for a year and loved every minute of it, taking care of the boys.
This is the first annual Stars and Stripes Honor Field in front of the Northampton Elks Lodge 997. Don served 24 years in the U.S. Navy.
Each flag is an honor flag, and it represents a member, a loved one who is a veteran, a service member, a first responder.
Don, the chairperson of the Field of Honor, began placing the flags before Memorial Day. This is the first Field of Honor in Western Mass, but it joins the ranks of more than 100 across the country. For many, it's a place of healing.
In honor of my company commander, Daniel Monahan.
Jerry Clark served in the Army during Vietnam.
Back in 1967, in March, he pinned the combat infantryman's badge on me, and when he did, he said, "I want you to wear this proudly because you've earned it, but I also want you to wear it for the people who earned it but will never be able to wear it." And so that means a lot to me, but Captain Monahan was killed 2 weeks later after he said that.
I placed this flag in honor of my husband, Eddie KEEFE.
Marianne Keefe's late husband, Eddie, was a master sergeant in the Air Force and was deployed during the Berlin crisis.
He was a true American patriot. He was a family man. He loved his family. He loved his friends. He was hardworking. He had integrity, courage. He was a treasure.
Mary has a whole row of flags for the Keefe family. She is also honoring other family members who served from World War I to the present.
It means a great deal to me because I know how much it would have meant to him.
I sponsored 4 flags. I did one for my father and my uncles because all of them served in either World War II or Korea. And so the 5 brothers. It's called the Connor Boys: Bill, Buck, Dick, Jim, and Tom.
Steve Connor, a Navy veteran, is the director of Central Hamden Veterans Services.
Was my sponsor. I did one for my brother, who has passed. He was in the Army. And then I also did a flag for all the LGBTQ veterans.
The sacrifice goes beyond the service member. Flags can be placed here for family members, moms and dads, husbands and wives, and children who have to give up so much while their loved ones are away.
In general, I'd say moms are special people. My mom is no exception to that. My dad was 2 tours in Vietnam, and which we endured as a family. It's part of the reason that the phrase that we rally behind is service and sacrifice forever remembered.
Don also placed flags for his 2 sons, Jake, a Marine.
He's a hard charger. He works really hard.
And Mark, an Army veteran.
He's also part of the law enforcement effort to apprehend the Boston Marathon bombers.
Don says with each flag placed, there's a story and there's a family with hopes, dreams, and heartache.
There are 3 elements that I see as principal elements to this field. One is grieving. The second is healing. And the third is celebration. We pay tribute to those, the service and sacrifice of those that have come before us.
with a promise to never forget.
It's a sacrifice we endure as a country, and it's a cost of freedom.